Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alex's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alex, just Alex. Happy Halloween! All you watching me on Halloween night, if you're not out trick-or-treating, or going to Halloween parties, or haunted houses, or wherever the hell you want to do, I hope you guys are enjoying it. And those of you who chose to make me a part of your day, your night, whenever you're watching me, do know that I am grateful. Because I do not understand what is going on with the women's division on Monday Night Raw. More specifically, I have no idea what they're doing with Damage Control. I was on the impression that Damage Control was going to be the big heel group that ran through the women's division, got all the titles, and was the obstacle for Bayley or someone else to come and take down. I was excited for it. I was looking forward to it. Dakota Kai, Io Sky. I almost said Io Shirai, but same person. And of course, Bayley. I'm thinking these three talents are amazing. All three of them are top quality, world-class talents. They would be an excellent group to run through the Raw women's division and help elevate that division. And over time, it didn't seem like that was the case. The crowd is very lukewarm to them. When they first started, they had a lot of heat. Every time Bayley talked, she got heat. Now when she talks, they don't even react. That's not a good sign. Especially for a team that's on Raw and SmackDown. They're everywhere. And they don't get a reaction. Why is that? What is going on with Damage Control? I'll tell you what's going on. They can't get any wins under their belts. And when they do win, they beat some people that don't even goddamn matter. Yeah, of course, Bayley will beat a freaking, a Shotzi Blackheart. Or she'll beat a Candice LeRae. But Bianca Belair, unless she gets help from, of course, Nikki Cross, she can't win the big one. And now, Io Sky and Dakota Kai, they don't win the tournament. They somehow get the belts later on. And then they defend them against all these other tag teams. But when we get back to Alexa Bliss and Asuka, they lose the belts to them. And that's what happened tonight. And so I'm trying to figure out, what are we doing? Am I not supposed to take them seriously? Is this like a Team Rocket situation? Where, yes, they are recurring villains, but they get their ass kicked all the time. I know you want me to take them seriously. I would love to take them seriously, but I don't. Tonight's main event saw Alexa Bliss and Asuka defeat Dakota Kai and Io Sky, for these women's championships. And I'm trying to figure out, first off, why would we give the belts to these two when in actuality they're not really a tag team? The only thing they have in common is that they're friends with Bianca Belair. There really isn't any chemistry there. It just feels thrown together, which hurts the women's division in terms of the tag team division. One of the reasons why I said we need to get rid of these tag team belts. These tag team belts are doing nothing for anybody. Asuka and Alexa should be singles competitors competing for either or women's championship. No one wants that Raw women's title except for Bayley. Anyone else notice that? No one else is going after that Raw women's championship. Well, Nikki Cross, I guess, is going after it, but outside of Nikki Cross and Bayley, no one else wants it. No one else wants it? These tag team belts are just diluting the roster even more. This women's division both divisions, Raw and SmackDown, they got too many goddamn belts. Too many belts. We got 2 women's titles and then tag team titles. It's not big enough to handle all these titles. It's just not. And what's happening here is that you're stretching everything so goddamn thin, now nobody's getting over. Personally, I think Bayley has to win this Saturday. It's at a point now where, no, she has to win. I was thinking that she might not win. Well, I was hoping she would regardless. But I was thinking, okay, they were trying to rectify what they did wrong with Bayley and Bianca at Extreme Rules when she didn't beat her in the ladder match. And they were going to give Damage Control all the belts by the end of this week. Now that I saw Dakota Kai and Io Sky lose those women's belts, now I'm just like, okay, if she doesn't, by she I mean Bayley, if she doesn't beat Bianca, what is the point of this group? She has to win on Saturday now. Last woman standing, you have a reason for her to skirt by with the victory and not pin Bianca Belair, although Bianca did get pinned anyway, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, who are we trying to protect? What are we trying to do here?
Get rid of those paperweight toy tag belts.
I mean, where's the lie? Bobby Fish. Anyways, look, I'm not a negative person. I do my best to enjoy whatever is given to me. And yes, this is the Triple H era. I feel like I've been very fair. I've been very optimistic about the shows and the bookings of everything. So, I say this with love. I don't know what's happening with this women's division on Raw, but I hope when we get past Crown Jewel, we immediately start to rectify it. I don't know what the direction is for War Games. I'm assuming the direction is some version of Damage Control versus Bianca Belair and whatever, right? That seems to be what they want to do for War Games. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. But until we get there, I'm just very confused at what we're doing with Damage Control. Am I supposed to take them seriously? If not, then what is their role here? Because you got 3 of the best talents in the world in one team. And it seems like you're doing everything you can to undercut them. And I don't think that's something... Well, first off, that's not something I thought Triple H would even be for. So, I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to see where this goes. Maybe, just maybe, this is leading to something that's going to mean much more than what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm not seeing past the trees. Maybe the whole point isn't about... Maybe it's not about Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Maybe it's all about Bayley. We'll see. But again, if Bayley doesn't win on Saturday, this group is... I won't say it's dead, but it's pointless. It's pointless. I want to like it, but they just can't seem to get anything going. Yes, they won the women's tag team titles. Congratulations. You have that under your name, but will this championship really mean anything? Yes, you held a couple of belts, paper belts, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see how this did anything for anybody. I think what hurt Dakota Kai and I almost said Asuka, Dakota Kai and Io, is the fact that we don't have a lot of women's tag teams. Like, I'm thinking about Raquel and Aaliyah. Then I guess Raquel and Shotzi. And then Alexa and Asuka. What, are we going to do Tamina and Dana Brooke? We're going to grab some people from NXT? We don't have a women's tag team division. This roster is too goddamn small for all these belts. I'll get into it more when we get to the main event, but just know I'm a bit worried about Damage Control. I was kind of hoping things would be a little better, but we'll see. All right. in terms of the rest of Raw, it was a Halloween episode. That's essentially it. Were there some good things? Absolutely. Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar continues to be the hottest thing going on this show. Can't wait for the match on Saturday. Roman Reigns had a great segment with The Miz. Can't believe I'm saying that. That actually tied into the storyline with him, Dexter Lumis, and Johnny Gargano. We got a big reveal of what's going on with that. Caught me off guard. We'll talk about that later on. Bianca took on Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross went straight NXT Nikki Cross. They literally rewound the clock, turned back time, and just turned her back into NXT Nikki Cross. I love it. I mean, she was one of the best characters on NXT. She's going to be one of the best characters on Raw. She already is one of the best characters on Raw, if I'm being honest with you. And I'll actually talk about why I wasn't upset that she lost. Because I know a lot of people are just like, what the hell? Why would you have her lose her first match in? Well, let's pump the brakes here. I think there's a reason for it. Austin Theory had a great match with Seth Rollins. Not too sure what his direction is. Damian Priest took on Carl Anderson. That was fine. I have a lot to say about JBL and Baron Corbin. I'm not sure if that's working out the way we were hoping it would. And then, of course, Mustafa Ali versus Miz. And the main event. We got a lot to talk about. Before we get to any of that, though, we'll quickly touch on the tragedy, a tragic event that took place with Carmella. I think her real name is Leah. We'll get to that first before we even touch on Raw. But first, we got some bills to pay. So let's get to the sponsorship and the shout-outs, and then we'll get to the review. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all of my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership today. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalexisworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today. Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school The Last Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Amazon Music Unlimited, one of the best premier apps, streaming services for the best music here in the world. Screw Spotify. You want you Amazon Music Unlimited. Why? Because I can get you it for free. Free 99. How, Sway? Man, let me get you a quick word from our sponsor, and then you'll get to know. And then, of course, afterwards, we'll get to some shout-outs. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices. Smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alex, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alex, in the description below. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, first off, this is my second time using this new chat. Hope you guys are enjoying the new setups, the new presentation of my channel. As you heard, there are some new super chat songs. There's one for each tier. So, donate to see what other songs I have on my playlist here. You're gonna like them. You're gonna like them. Also, this is very important. I'm gonna say this every time, because this is one of the main reasons your boy continues to grow. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will have to be recommended here on YouTube. So far, what's my count here? Okay, we're at 100 viewers. Not bad. 100 current viewers, and we have 47 likes. So I've tested this theory out and it works every time. When you like the video, it actually pushes this out to more viewers. We're currently at 47 likes. If we can get them likes up, I guarantee you will get more people in here. But you got to hit the like button. We have 100 people. If you hit the like button, we get 100 likes. I guarantee you that will go up to like 150 or maybe even more than that. So it's very imperative that you help me cut through the algorithm by liking the video. Very important. Also, show some love to the moderators. Oh, Trust, Shawn Knight, 75 Heart, Elijah Demi, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. A lot of people showing love to Corey and Carmella. Yeah, that's sad. We'll hit them up first before we even get into Raw, because I do want to give her spotlight, because that's... We forget that these wrestlers are people first, and even though their characters on TV are meant to be disliked, that doesn't mean we had to treat them like so, off screen. So let me go ahead and give these shout outs to the people here. As I said, there's over 100, it's 107 now, but it's over 100 people live. And look, I told y'all, like when you like the video, it's at 54 likes now, and we're climbing. The number is like instantly climbing the more you like it. So please keep them likes coming up. Thank you to the following people for showing up. We got John Beal II. Khalil does everything. Everything. Bruh, can you fix this women's division on Raw? Because if you can fix it, you definitely can do everything. Good to have you here. Hades, JoJo. We also got Nitthrax. Girl Boss. That's a new one. Girl Boss. Boss Lady. I might call you that. Boss Lady Girl Boss. I'll play around with it. Big MGM. Gurras. B28. Joe Arredondo. No, Mom Arredondo. Is Mom Arredondo okay? I miss the family, but good to have you here, Joe. Okay, let me see. We also got Jordan Blood 100. Bloodline? Jordan Bloodline? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just making it work. Did I already say Big MGM? I think I did. Okay, you got two. Page Enthusiast. Anthony White in the building. Ronald. Oh, this is a new one. Ronald Orellana. Did I say it right? Ronald Orellana? Or is it Orellana? Ronald, you tell me how to say your name, please. He says, the group is not working. It's just dumb. I don't want him to release them. Just split them up. Yeah, no one wants them to be fired. You know what I mean? I don't want them to be fired. But if it's not working, like, do something else with them. JJ Bulldog in his house. We also got Anna. Oh, this is another one too. Anna Arriaga. Anna Arriaga. I'm pretty confident with that. Halloween is due SQ? Not sure what you're trying to say there, Anna, but thank you for joining. Oh, she mistyped it. She says Halloween is done. It's done. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Fab76. Let me be sure I don't miss anybody. There's a lot of people in here. Robert Brown, Stephen Harris, Anastasia Radcliffe, Zero the Hero, HMK, Justo. I'm loving all these new people in the live chat. I am POL. Welcome, everybody. All right, let's get the last one too. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Thank y'all for being here. You guys are awesome. You continue to make me a part of your day. We're at 60 likes and we're over 100 people. We're climbing to 120 now. I'm telling y'all, hitting that like button does indeed increase the viewers here. So, continue to like the video. It would help me out. All right, let me go ahead and pause these super chats. Please donate, because when you donate, it really does help the channel. And then, of course, I will happily play yours live on the air when you do donate. People are asking me, do I like the Astros? I mean, look, you guys knew I was a baseball fan, right? Come on, if I watch wrestling, I only watch the best sports. And let me tell y'all something, baseball, that's a top quality sport right there. Go Stros. I mean, come on, some of the greatest of all time. Your boy lived through it. I lived through the Sammy Sosas and the Mark McGuires and the Jeff Bagwells and the Craig Biggios and the King Griffin Jr.'s and the Barry Bonds. I came up when baseball was cool. So I knows what baseball is all about. It's all in here. It's all right here. And y'all ain't ready for them Stros. Go Stros. Win the championship. In all seriousness, let me go ahead and get some things out the way. New interview. A new interview is coming this week. I am proud to announce that Crystal Marshall will be joining us for an interview later on this week. I am excited for her. She is going to be a great addition to my channel. Let me get up this photo really quickly. So, here we go. Crystal Marshall will be interviewed this week. The interview will go up, I'm hoping to get it up by Friday. And we'll be putting out clips throughout the week so you guys can get, get your little taste buds wet. Get a little appetizer. It's going to be a nice interview. Now, if you have a question for her, please send it in. How do you send it in? You can send it in 3 ways. You can send it in on my YouTube community page, on my Facebook page, or on Twitter. Use the hashtag AskCrystal. Look for my posts. I believe it's pinned to the top of my Twitter page. If it's not, I'll do it before the stream is over with. But yes, we'll be bringing in Crystal Marshall. You know her from Diva Search. You also know her as a former wife of Teddy Long. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla. I'll be asking her about ACW Extreme Poker. And Ashley Mazzaro. The passing of Ashley Mazzaro, of course. And many others. It's going to be about her, as she wants it to be. And then, of course, I'll be asking her, so when we going to see you come back to the ring? Something to think about. So yeah, that's coming later this week. Look for that. I'm excited to bring her on the channel. And we're going to continue to get wrestlers. We're going to continue to bring them in. It's going to be a nice interview. All right, so if you guys don't mind, I kind of want to get serious for a moment, because we as fans, we get caught up in this crazy world of wrestling, and these personalities we see on TV, they start to bleed over time into real life. Carmella. Carmella is very easy to hate. All for the right reasons. Gorgeous, very talented, privileged, and she knows she is. And she has a very annoying and lucky boyfriend, well, husband now, Corey Graves. And, when you have a personality like that, someone who's gorgeous, the woman that you can't have, she's very easy to hate. We have to remember at the end of the day, there is a person behind that character. And what happened to Leah Vandale, that's her name, her real name, Leah Vandale, this past weekend is something that I would not wish on anybody. Here's the story, and I'll reference her Instagram for this. She actually posted this about this on her Instagram. So, long story short, Carmella, I'm going to call her Carmella. I know her real name is Leah. I'm just used to calling her Carmella. She suffered both a miscarriage, and I think it's called an ectopic pregnancy. So we all know what a miscarriage is. I think this one just came about because her body wasn't able to carry the baby. And it says it right here. And she even wrote about it. Yeah, it says right here. Today I was treated for an ectopic pregnancy. I never thought something like this would ever happen to me, especially after suffering from an early miscarriage in September. So what people don't seem to understand is that most women, you think pregnancy is just something that comes natural to them. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, it's going to be painful. But eventually you would think, all right, well, they're just going to have the baby. If they toughen it out, they'll be able to give birth, right? You have to understand something. Not all women can give birth. They don't tell you that. Matter of fact, 1 in 4 women either have a miscarriage or what is it called when the baby comes out too early? I forgot what it's called. Premature labor or something like that. Their bodies are not able to, give the baby its nutrients while it's in their uterus. And therefore, it doesn't end up coming out very well. Like it comes out unhealthy, too skinny, and then it dies after a couple of days, if not a couple of hours. So I'm assuming that's what happened to her the first time when she say a miscarriage took place. Now, the second time when she got pregnant, she had what was called an ectopic pregnancy. So what that is, think about the uterus. This is a very scientific way of explaining, is you have the uterus where the egg is supposed to live in, and then that's where the baby grows, gets all the nutrients, and then comes out, right? Well, there are these fallopian tubes where the sperm or the egg is supposed to travel through to get to the uterus. What happens is the egg gets trapped in the fallopian tube, and then it nests there. It doesn't nest in the uterus, it nests in the fallopian tube. So imagine the baby starts growing not in your uterus, but in the fallopian tube. That shit, let me tell you something. If it's not treated, it could lead to death. Yeah. And that's what put her in the hospital. So she tried to have a baby twice. She got pregnant. Apparently she did get pregnant, and it just, didn't happen. It became a miscarriage. I guess she got pregnant again, and then this one nested in her fallopian tube and almost basically killed her. An ectopic pregnancy is dangerous enough to kill you. And now she's in the hospital recovering. Not just from physical damage, but mental damage. Because now she realizes perhaps that she will never be able to have a baby. And I feel for her. I think women, most women, if not all women, want to be good mothers. Want to give birth to a child. One soul. To be able to nurture that soul and help it grow to be something special. And when you are told or you find out that you can't do it, that's gotta be devastating. Not just devastating to her, but her peers, her family. Corey. Again, not a personality I'm a fan of on television, on screen, but I don't wish this on him. He probably wants, I don't know, maybe he wants a son, maybe he wants a baby girl. And now he's realizing, well, shit, no matter how much I have sex with her, I probably will never be able to have a son. Not through her. And that tends to screw with relationships. You dedicate yourself, and they've dedicated themselves to each other already. They're married. You told this person, I will be with you through thick and thin. And then you have this plan set up. We're going to have children. You're going to go, I don't know. You're going to work for a certain amount of time, and then we're going to spend the rest of our life taking care of these children. And then you find out that you can't. I can't imagine what that would be like, man. And it's times like this that I have to check myself and just realize that God, man, these wrestlers, they go through so much shit. Now, I don't know what aspect about her body caused the miscarriage. For all we know, it could just be years of her bumping around, and therefore her body just was too torn up and too worn out for the baby to get all the nutrients it needs. She probably was just too skinny. I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into miscarriages. Some women just don't have the bodies to have babies. I don't know. I don't know what you do in that situation. I'm not a doctor. All I know is if she wanted that baby and now finds out that she can't have that baby, I would think let's just say she's not in a good place. Not in a place that she deserves to be. No one should go through this. So Leah, if you are watching this, please have a speedy recovery. I hope you get better physically and mentally. We here on Alex's World, of course, we love you, we support you. You and Corey. You know. I mean that. Like, I can say everything I want. I can come on here and rip apart her TV character from here till the end of dawn. Same thing with Corey Graves on commentary. That's wrestling, though. That is an entertainment television show that really has no effect. My opinion has no effect on them when it comes to that. I would be a complete asshole if I allowed my opinion of them as wrestlers, as performers, to affect them in real life. And I'm not going to do that. She doesn't deserve this. This is very sad. I'm sorry that she lost her. Well, she lost a lot of things. She lost, I think she lost 2. Because she lost 1 and then she lost another. So she lost 2 babies in the span of 3 months? She didn't deserve that, man. She doesn't deserve that. Neither does Corey. And I don't know what they do. Do they adopt? I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but I've known married couples to allow their partner to sleep with other, men, or sleep with other women, and then, have the baby that way. I don't know. You donate his sperm to the sperm bank and then bring one home. There's so many other ways to have children now. Is it going to be the same for them, though? If it's not coming out of her, the person you married. Y'all, this is sad. I'm very curious to know what y'all have to say about that, because I would really hate for that to happen to anybody. There isn't a person alive that I hate that much. Please send your good well wishes to Carmella and Corey. I don't know what else to say other than that sucks. No one deserves that, and hopefully things get better for her. Man, all right, let's get to Raw. Sorry if I took away the energy or fucked up the mood with that story. I do want to talk about this episode of Monday Night Raw, and here's what we'll do. I'm not gonna go play by play in order. I'm just gonna jump around, just kind of give my overall thoughts on the show. Because this was a Halloween special edition of Monday Night Raw. Not a lot happened. There are some things that did happen. One noteworthy thing was new champs, new tag team champs, women's tag team champs. Although I wouldn't say the women's tag team titles are noteworthy yet. But anyways, as of a television show, we had a title change, which is noteworthy. Anything else is just kind of like, all right. I mean, I will heavily go into detail about Gargano, Miz, and Loomis. I do want to talk about that. That's funny. And then other things I'll just kind of give my 2 cents on. Like, for instance, the crowd. We were in Dallas, Texas. Sold out, by the way. They sold that bitch out. Another sold out show. They are selling these shows out like hotcakes. It's ridiculous. Crowd was great. For the most part, they were dead a couple of times throughout the night, but I'm noticing that a lot more when it comes to these Raw shows. These shows are just too long. Even when the crowd is hot at the beginning, they don't stay hot. They don't stay hot. Especially with some of these storylines that I'm just like, But it was still a good crowd overall. I like that we opened with Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross. I thought the match was really, really good. This match was all about reestablishing Nikki Cross as that unpredictable, psychotic, relentless, hell-bent, tormented soul that we fell in love with on NXT with the group Sanity. And that's exactly what we got. I feel like this was a return to form. Everything about her was great. And I love that even though she lost to Bianca, she was still a great... It was such a great showcase of her. Seeing her go crazy. Even when freaking Damage Control came out to help her, she attacked them. She attacked Damage Control. She attacked Bianca. So she's like a raving lunatic. She'll attack anybody. She just wants to fight. That's what made her special on NXT. See, what I love about Cameron. Did I say Cameron? My guy. What I love about Nikki Cross is what I was trying to say, is that her entire character, what makes her special isn't the wins and losses. Now, she will need to start picking up wins eventually. But what made her character special on NXT was the fact that she was unpredictable, that she could take a beating and keep coming. She was a freight train. She was unrelenting. This woman was a crazy, psychotic, watch out. You don't know what she's going to do. One of the best characters on NXT, honestly. When you got someone like that, make good use of her. She will be a star real quick. And now that I'm seeing her as she is, and how well she's already getting over on Raw, why didn't we do this from the get-go? Remember when she debuted as like the tag partner of Alexa Bliss, and then she was goofy and smiling and was the complete opposite of who she was on NXT? At first, I was thinking, okay, well, this is just for show, and then eventually she'll snap and go crazy again. She never snapped. Never snapped. Throughout that entire tenure with Alexa Bliss, she remained the exact same character. And then she became superhero Nikki Ash. Oh. And then they just essentially said, fuck it. We're going to kill this gimmick and we're going to turn her back into Nikki Cross. And thank God. I love it. So no, I'm not upset that Nikki Cross got beat by Bianca. Bianca's the women's champion. She should beat Nikki Cross. And it wasn't even like she beat her clean. She had help from Damage Control. Unintentionally had help from Damage Control. I think this was great. I love Nikki Cross again. I love her already. Give me more of her. She's one of the best things, probably the most interesting thing about this Raw Women's division. If I'm being completely honest with you, she's already by default the best thing in terms of character. I love Bianca, but Bianca's been very directionless, and they haven't been doing much with her, except the same stuff over and over again. I am not feeling this. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like you know what it reminds me of? Remember back in 2015 when they introduced Sasha, was it Becky and Charlotte Flair, and then they all had their own groups, like Team PCB, and then Team Bella, and then Team fucking Bad, and you're like, where's all this going? And it was just random ass tag matches throughout the entire, 4 months, and it went nowhere, and then none of them got over. And then all of a sudden, they turned Charlotte heel, gave her the Divas Championship, and then we got the Raw Women's title as a result of that. But that first introduction for them was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. That's what I'm seeing with Damage Control, and then Asuka, Alexa, and Bianca. I'm not feeling these factions. They're not really congruent with each other. They're just kind of thrown together. I was hoping Damage Control would be something different, but apparently it's not. Maybe I'll feel more better about it when we get closer to War Games, but as of right now, I don't. Storyline update. So, as you guys know, Kevin Owens has not been on TV. Why is that? Why is that, you ask? Simply because they just don't want him on TV right now. His storyline with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline has been on pause. It's been put on pause. Simply because, and this is something that we should talk about, no one expected Sami Zayn and his storyline with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline to get over like it is. This is fantastic. It is so good. It is creating great TV every week. I am thoroughly surprised every single time they come on my TV set how well this is getting over. And it's so good, I don't want them to end it. And I don't think they want to end it. So as a result of them doing so well, they basically extended the storyline. And because they extended the storyline, now we don't have anything for Kevin Owens, so Kevin Owens is basically off TV. Eventually, they will break up with Sami Zayn. When that happens, Kevin Owens will come back. And then we'll do Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Now, if I was to project when we'll get that, fuck it, WrestleMania. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening for Survivor Series. I think that happens around WrestleMania. So we might carry this all the way there. That might be a little too long of a way away. I don't think we're going to get that far. We'll probably break them up around Rumble, if I'm being honest with you. But, yeah. Eventually, Sami Zayn has to be exiled from the Bloodline, right? That's where the direction is going. But it's going so well. It's like, why end it? Write this shit out. Once it starts to get stale, fine, pull the trigger. That's when you pull the trigger. But until then, fuck it, write this shit out. See where it goes. But I just wanted to give you an update on that. Bobby Lashley was set to do a backstage interview with Brock Lesnar. They were going to sit down and they were going to talk from different corners of the arena. And Brock Lesnar said, fuck that. I'm going to go out to the ring and call out Bobby. And that's what happened. Brock Lesnar came out, called out Bobby. Bobby came in after him, and then they brawled. They beat the piss out of each other. And then, of course, security and backstage personnel, other wrestlers like Matt Riddle came out to stop him. There's this funny photo going around on Twitter of Matt Riddle not even trying to stop the fight. He's holding up his freaking slips. He's holding up his fucking slippers and just, going like, fight. It's great. Small character moments like that are great. I love it. But, yeah, like, this is easily the best thing on Raw right now. Hopefully the match delivers. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. If I'm going to pick a match that I'm excited about the most for Saturday, it's that. That's the match I'm excited about. It sure the fuck ain't Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. You funny. Also, what I really liked about this segment, Triple H was out there. I know. Pacemaker Triple H was out there. I love that he was yelling at them. If you guys fight again, if you touch again, the match is off. See, so first off, we haven't done that in a long ass time, where an official came out and said, if you touch each other, the match is off. So that was something that I miss. But again, it's little things like that that make what they're doing a lot more special. If you guys really want each other, don't touch until Saturday. I love it. I think that's great. I love that. I'm happy we're getting back to that. See, I think Triple H, I don't think, and we gotta keep telling ourselves this, I don't think it's that he's not very good at booking some of this stuff. I think, first off, he's just working with a roster that's just damaged. Damage control. But damaged due to years of Vince McMahon booking them terribly. So he has to work with people that need some serious revamping. And he's doing the revamping, but he's doing it one by one. He's also having returns come in and trying to see where they fit. So I told y'all, I keep telling y'all this, and I've been telling y'all for months now, and I'll keep telling you this. This is going to take time. We're still in the rebuilding process on Monday Night Raw. Not just Raw, but SmackDown. These wrestlers and personnels are still trying to find themselves, reconnect with the audience again. I do think eventually they will reconnect. But it's gonna take time. It's gonna take some serious time. Thought the match between Austin Theory and Seth Rollins was great. I noticed that Seth worked babyface in this match. Interesting. I like it. I think Seth, although I don't know what the hell his character is, I think we've just gotten to the point where fans like him, so whatever. Go with it. Even Seth's just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But whatever it is, they like it, so I'm going to keep going. But yeah, I love the fact that, here's what I'll say about Austin Theory. I do not think he should be my world champion, or a world champion anytime soon. And I saw a report that the plan is for him to go the entire 1 year with that briefcase. So he might not actually cash it in. He might just hold it for 1 year and not use it. I don't know if I like that. But it's the first time thing. So if the storyline's tight, we'll see. So yeah, that's a thing. But I noticed as of lately, his in-ring matches have been freaking great. Austin Theory is a great in-ring talent. Like, really watch his matches. See how he sells. See how crisp he moves. Look at the moves he does. He's a great in-ring performer. He always was. I've seen him be great inside the ring on NXT. He's always had that ability to him. I think we all knew he did. All day. He just never found himself. Now that we're getting a chance to see him, I like it. He's great inside the ring. Character sucks. Character's doo-doo. I think part of the reason why he even had that heat was because of Vince McMahon. He was Vince's chosen one. That was the heat. Vince's chosen one. Well, Vince is gone. So there goes your character. What else you got? You know? So once they find him a character, I might get behind him. I didn't hear anything. I read, that's what I meant to say. I read somewhere that the plan, or rumors, are that we'll bring in Tyler Breeze and then pair those two up, which would be fucking fantastic. Tyler Breeze and him in a tag team? Oh man, hell yeah, let's do it. That would be pretty goddamn cool. But yeah, Seth Rollins beats Austin Theory with a blackout. And then we get a return from the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And he's cutting his promo, the whole acknowledge me. Says he's tired of being humble, he's tired of putting over Logan Paul. He's gonna rack him, stack him, and pin him this Saturday. And then enter the Miz. And Miz is all like, hey, I don't think Logan Paul is gonna be as easy of a challenge that you think it is. He has some iron fucking skeleton joints in his hand. What did they say? Hold on for a minute. He has pins in his hand that give him knockout power. Because he had to get surgery on his hands and he has pin. So he can actually knock someone out with the pins in his hand. Like he did Jey Uso. And he's saying all he needs is one punch. He needs one punch. And Roman's like, so everyone's saying that he's going to knock me out. When they should be saying, and then Roman hits a Superman punch on the Miz. When they should be saying, I'm going to knock his out. His ass out, god damn it. Botched it. I'm going to knock his ass out. And then that was the end of the segment. I feel nothing for Roman and of course Logan Paul, because he said it in the segment, like, he's only had 2 matches. The fuck is he getting this match for? He didn't earn it. So I'd be very surprised if Logan Paul beat Roman. I don't think the match is going to be bad. Better not be. Logan Paul's last 2 matches were pretty good to great. This one better not be the one that sucks. I'll be very pissed off. I'll be even more pissed off if he won. But yeah, I'll be very pissed off if Logan Paul fucking had a terrible match with Roman Reigns. The hell is that shit? Damian Priest lost to Carl Anderson with a backslide. That's what I meant to say. Then afterwards, Rhea Ripley runs in to kick their asses because Rhea Ripley is the shit. That's why. Nothing else to really say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. MVP cuts a promo backstage with Omos next to him. He addresses Braun Strowman, and he says he's going to beat his ass on Saturday. Yap. Moving on. Okay, let's talk about JBL and Baron Corbin. So I remember, what was it, 2 weeks ago? It wasn't that long ago. 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I remember when they first got together. When JBL debuted and he reintroduced Baron Corbin. And I remember going, damn, this has potential. Oh, this is perfect. The perfect heat magnet for Baron Corbin. He is going to be a massive heel. All Baron has to do is just have good matches, right? And just look menacing. And be a complete asshole. 2 weeks in, I feel nothing for Baron Corbin. And the complete opposite has happened. I feel more heat for JBL than I do for Baron Corbin. I think Baron Corbin is actually losing heat to JBL. Like, Baron Corbin should be the manager of JBL. JBL should come back full time. And he should be the one working a match and kicking all these asses, doing this storyline where the indie darlings don't work. I think that would be great. And beating their asses with the clothesline from hell. Like, if JBL wrestled? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, this would be the best thing on Raw. If it was JBL wrestling and beating all the indie darlings, goddamn. Oh, that sounds so goddamn good. And then he fights the Johnny Gargano. Well, I mean, he already beat Johnny Gargano. But then he fights one particular indie darling and then loses to him. So, I feel like... I think JBL is trying to get heat on Corbin. I just think Corbin is just not that good. I just think he sucks. Wherever the hell he is, I don't know what kind of gimmick he is. It's like a... Okay, so the last gimmick was like a casino rich man gimmick or some shit like that. Happy Corbin. This is still Happy Corbin, just without the happiness. I don't know what this gimmick is supposed to be. Can he just go back to... I don't know. Fuck. He can't be bum-ass Corbin. That would make no sense because he's with JBL. I guess go back to the Lone Wolf. Go back to that Baron Corbin. Remember that Baron Corbin, the theme song that he had? The dun 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 dun. You know that theme song went hard. Maybe you should go back to that. Start beating people in 15 seconds. I think I might like him more. Yeah, can I be honest with you? That was the best Baron Corbin that's ever been booked. Second best, of course, is bum-ass Corbin. But this Corbin, now, not interesting. And he's actually taking away heat. He's actually losing heat to JBL. So... yeah, I don't think the problem is JBL. I think Corbin just sucks right now. And he's not getting heat on him. I think he's getting heat for himself. Like, honestly, if JBL wasn't here, would you care about Corbin? Would you pay to see Corbin get beat? You wouldn't care. You're paying to see JBL get his, you know. You want JBL to get his. But anyways, comes out, talks about his home state of Texas ad nauseum and blah, 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 blah. And he says, well, you guys are snowflakes and millennials. Y'all suck. And then R-Truth comes out and he's all like, you suck and y'all look like y'all wearing costumes. And then they get their, I guess R-Truth tries to beat up freaking Corbin and then he gets his ass laid out. That was it. I don't know. I want to like this, but it doesn't feel like it's working the way it should. You know what I mean? We'll see. Y'all tell me. I'm not saying I'm against having JBL on my TV set. I've always been a fan of Wrestling Guide. Love his promo skills, but if we're just here to get heat on JBL and not Baron Corbin, then I think we've lost the plot. JBL's trying, but he's just putting heat on himself. You can't shine a turd, if I'm being honest with you. Okay. I don't even know how to describe this next segment. Okay, first off, let me just tell you what it is. It's Matt Riddle versus Otis in a trick or street fight, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? So let's just go to Twitter. Let me find the photos really quickly, because I can't describe this anymore without the photos. So Matt Riddle comes out, and he's dressed as Elias's brother, Ezekiel. I'm not making this up. He's dressed as Ezekiel. And I'm thinking, like, bro, are you cheating on Randy at this point? Because it feels like you're cheating on Randy. And I don't appreciate that. You know, it was like, the hell? And I thought it couldn't get worse than that, but damn it all, did it ever. Out comes Otis and freaking Chad Gable, dressed as Chippendales. They were moving that thing around like they were in Magic Mike. Otis went back. It felt like Otis took a trip back to himself from Heavy Machinery. He did the worm. He was moving that belly, slapping it. I don't know, maybe he was yelling, "Taka, taka." Oh yeah! Yep! That's Otis. He did that too. And, you know, seeing this shit just makes me go, why the fuck are they heels? Can we just talk about it? Let's go there. No one else will, I will. Why the fuck are Chad Gable and Otis heels? These two should be baby faces. They are that entertaining. Every time he comes out, your boy, who's proud to be an American and a big Chad Gable fan, shoosh, and thank you. Every time he comes out, he kills it. He gets a reaction. He should be a face. But no, we're going to have him be a heel and lose to a lot of people. Screw that. These guys are awesome. They should be treated like such. But yeah, it was some type of a trick-or-treat street fight where Riddle won after freaking Elias put a pumpkin over the head of Otis and gave him a very bad RKO. So that was... yeah, that happened. I miss Heavy Machinery, by the way. Just so you know. Oh, God. Well, I said I would talk about it, so I guess we gotta talk about it. We did a series of segments with The Miz, Dexter Lumis, and Johnny Gargano throughout the night. So, after Roman knocked out The Miz, we go backstage where he's been interviewed by Kathy Kelly. By the way, Kathy Kelly, just saying. Miz is all like, he has a broken jaw. He's all like, I'm going to sue. I am going to sue. If goddamn, Dexter Lumis and freaking Gargano slander my name. These are just stories. They're not true. Don't believe what you hear. Essentially, they're just like, it's just false. None of this is true. Right? That's what he's saying. Then we get to this part of the show. Miz fights Mustafa Ali. The match itself was good. It was a good match. Mustafa Ali does get the victory after Dexter Lumis tries to attack Miz. Miz gets scared, gets hit with the 450. Mustafa Ali wins. So Miz is out, right? As soon as Miz loses, Byron Saxton shows up on this new series called WWE Investigates. It looks like 60 Minutes. Fucking 60 Minutes spoofing ass Byron Saxton with the serious voice talking about we're here to reveal the details of The Miz and Dexter Lumis. The true story. Brought to you by Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. And then they go back. They go to a different, I don't know, like backstage or somewhere. And then you see Gargano sitting down, and then he's telling his side of the story. I'm trying to find the right photos. Like, okay, this is what I got. He's sitting down, talking to him like, man, this is what happened, man. This is what happened. Let me tell you what happened, man. Like, Dexter Lumis, he's not a bad guy. He's not a bad person. But do I tell you, and when I tell you, that when he was fired, he was desperate. He needed money. And only one man was willing to give him that money. I shit you not. What I am about to tell you is what they're doing with this storyline. The reason why Dexter Lumis is attacking Miz is because Miz paid him to attack him. Miz paid Dexter Lumis to attack him. He paid them to stalk him. He paid him behind scenes to interrupt him in his matches. He paid him to cost him the United States Championship against Bobby Lashley. He paid him to fuck up his life. I'm just like, what? Even I'm just like, what? Okay, that was not what I was expecting. I like it. Because it's so out of fucking bumblefuck nowhere. Out of left field. I'm like, okay, so this man basically paid Dexter Lumis to fuck him over. Why? I don't get it. And Gargano speculates, well, it's because of stardom. It's because of, I don't know. It's because of attention? I guess? I don't know. They didn't explain that part, but apparently Miz paid Lumis to attack him, and Gargano speculates that maybe Miz stopped paying him, and Lumis just kept on attacking him. But yeah, Miz is paying Lumis to attack him. I don't know about y'all, but that's so ridiculous, it actually saved the storyline for me. I can't believe I'm saying that, because at first I was hating this. I was like, oh my god, get to the goddamn point. Why is he attacking him? Now that I'm hearing that Miz is paying Lumis to attack him, I'm like, what the fuck? Where is that going? I don't know why they did it. Honestly, this feels very last minute. They probably just came up with it on the fly. But I don't care. I love it. I'm loving it so far. I think I love the fact that it's out of nowhere. It's something that I didn't expect, which is great. If you can make me go, okay, didn't expect that to happen. I think that's always good. But I didn't think this. Like, Miz is paying him to attack him. And now I can't even figure out, like, but why, though? Someone said he has a kink. I was blown away by it. I was like, that's your storyline? Okay. Miz is paying Dexter Lumis to attack him. Huh. It's interesting. I mean, it has holes in it, because it's like, okay, why did Miz attack Lumis before their match? You know? It would have made a lot more sense if Lumis beat him. And then it'd be like, okay, well, he paid him. He paid him to help get his contract. Then that would actually make a lot of sense. But I'm trying to figure out, like, what is happening? Like, why would Miz pay Lumis to attack him? I'm intrigued now. You got me. You got my attention. Maybe that's Triple H's whole thing. Like, bruh, I got you. You just gotta be patient. Because for weeks now, I was like, why the fuck is he attacking Miz? And then Triple H said, because he's paying him to do it. I'm like, alright. Miz got a weird ass kink, apparently. But that type of reveal was like, that was a reveal that was so fucking crazy and out of nowhere, it actually saved the storyline for me, if I'm being honest with you. I love it. So let's see where that goes. Main event was Alexa Bliss and Asuka defeating Damage Control. So there is a clip going around on Twitter. It was some point in the match where Io Sky was beating up Alexa, and Alexa shoots on her. And when I say shoot, she actually hits her. She starts hitting her for real, because she got pissed off at something that Io Sky did to her. So she punches her in the gut, And then they literally start fighting for like 10 seconds. They just start stiffing each other. And you're like, first off, Alexa, why the fuck are you stiffing Io Sky? Are you out of your goddamn mind? You don't piss in the wind. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't fight with a Japanese wrestler. Even if they're Joshi wrestlers. They are taught pain control. They are taught, well, at a very young age, they're taught how to manage their pain. They have super ridiculously high pain tolerance. It's scary how high their pain tolerance is. Io Sky's pain tolerance, especially, and I've seen her wrestle in New Japan, in Stardom. When you think you hurt her, she ain't hurt. Nakamura and her are. Nakamura especially is scary. His pain tolerance is... Ugh. So I'm like, Alexa, what you doing? Because there was a point in the match where Alexa, like, gut shot the fuck out of Io, and Io didn't even react to it. It was like, oh, you actually punched me? Give me a second. Ah! You know, stomped her face in. Ah! You know. But, yeah, this match was... the best parts of the match... Well, Asuka and Io Sky were the best parts, because they were actually, like, beating the fuck out of each other, like stiff Japanese-style wrestling each other. I'm waiting for them to have a one-on-one match. Let's get that match. Give me a one-on-one match between Asuka and Io Sky, please. And make it multiple matches. I would love to see it. Me, personally. But, yeah, the rest of the match was alright. I didn't think it was, like, garbage, but at the same time, it's... I think the issue with these tag matches, and, you know, I already told you that Dakota Kai and Io Sky eventually do lose those belts back, not back, but to Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And then during the match, Bianca Belair gets Bayley. Bianca and Bayley start brawling, and then Bayley hits a Bayley to belly on Bianca through a set of tables. That was hard for me to get out for some reason. I don't know why. And that's the build to that match on Saturday. That was a great spot. Seeing that Bayley to belly through a table. Great stuff. But I already told you how this match ends. The match ends with, I think, Alexa Bliss pinning freaking, was it Dakota? Or was it Io? It was Dakota. They pinned Dakota. And when I saw them get that 1, 2, 3 pinfall, that clean, well, it was pretty clean. The more I think about it, it was clean. That clean pinfall victory over freaking Damage Control, I was just like, what the fuck? What are we doing? See, it's matches like this that make me not care about this Women's Tag Team Championship division. This tag team division, period. This women's tag team division has no legs. Everything just feels thrown together. I know you're trying to make us care about it because you got to make people take this seriously. But I think because you're stretching the roster so goddamn thin across 3 belts, Raw Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's Championship, and now these tag belts. You're stretching the roster so fucking thin, it's hard for me to care about anything. I'm sorry, I don't care about Alexa Bliss and Asuka. What makes them a tag team? The fact that they're friends with Bianca? That's all you got? They have no chemistry. At least Dakota Kai and, well, to be honest with you, this is no different than Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Why are they a tag team? Because they're friends with Bayley. So it's fucked all around, honestly. It's not working for me. But still, like, again, I keep saying it. You bring Damage Control in. You tell us that this is going to be the heel group. This is going to be the group that takes over the Raw Women's division. And they don't do anything that shows me that they can handle it. Every single time I see them on TV, when it comes to important matches, they lose. Yes, they'll win the belts off of a distraction shit like that. But then they'll lose them in a clean match to Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And now here comes Bayley, who lost her ladder matches to Bianca. She's going to get another title shot on Saturday. What if she loses that match? Let me just play this up. What if Bayley loses the match on Saturday? Now what? Like, the team is dead. If Bayley loses on Saturday, just break up Damage Control. Break them up. Because this is stupid. Like, why would Bayley why would Bayley even be taken seriously? Or this team be taken seriously with them losing this much? They are not a threat. They don't feel like a threat at all. And I think it's sad. Because I believe Dakota, Io, and Bayley can be a massive threat to everybody. I just don't think they see him as a threat. Quite frankly, I don't see... Listen, I want Bayley to win on Saturday. I don't know why she wouldn't at this point. If you want us to take him seriously, she should win on Saturday. I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca retained. Why? Charlotte. Woo! They want to do Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Bianca beat Sasha. Then she beat Becky. Now she'll beat Charlotte. And then she could beat Bayley next year to complete the 4 Horsewomen. I just feel like there's so much potential in Bayley's group, Damage Control. And I hate that, once again, Bayley is getting the short end of the stick. That has been the story all along when it comes to Bayley's run in WWE. Now, I think during the pandemic, that was her best run on the roster, but it happened during the pandemic when no one was there. I hate that. I hate that so much that Bayley was not able to really connect with the audience during that heel run because she's been off TV. And that was her best run. And then she got hurt when the crowd came back. And so now that she's back, you're doing this heel gimmick and it's not booked very well. Like, she can't catch a break. Bayley just can't catch a break on the main roster. I don't know what it is. What is going on with Bayley's booking on the main roster? Why can't they get it right with her? They had to give her that belt on Saturday. They have to. Like, we have got to get it right with Bayley eventually. With how great she was on NXT, there is no excuse for why we just cannot figure it out with Bayley on the main roster. A woman that's won all the titles. Tag, SmackDown, and Raw. She's won them all. But they just can't get it right with her. We have got to get it right. Alright, I know you want to do Charlotte and Bianca. Save that for later. Save it for later. You can always do it some other time. We gotta get it right with Bayley. I will be very pissed off if she loses on Saturday. Because everything they've done from that return at SummerSlam up to now, it's been very disappointing. And then on Saturday, if she loses, then it's like, what was the point? And it would be a massive L for Triple H. A massive L for Triple H if they don't get it right. So, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on the situation. Thank y'all for watching. I do appreciate you being here for my review of Raw. You guys are always welcome to giving me your thoughts down below in the comments. So, I am going to turn on Super Chats. And there we go.
Never try to fight a wrestler who specializes in strong style wrestling. Alyx got 2 punches on her, and Io shut her down real quick.
Alexa got 2 punches.
Rolling on the floor, laughing loudly, crying.
Yeah, Alexa got 2 punches in, and Io shut her down real quick. Like, she learned her lesson. You don't stiff a fucking... Of course, don't forget to click the bell. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Now, Raw Cognizance will be dropping a very special episode tomorrow. Well, when I get the clips later on today, because it's midnight for me. Please subscribe. The interview we did was with the leader of the Black Lives Movement here in Houston. The Black Lives Matter movement here in Houston, the Houston chapter. She did an excellent job with Sophia. It was one of the best interviews we've done. I cannot wait for you guys to listen to it. You need to listen to this. It's one of the best episodes we've done. So, please subscribe to Raw Cognizance for that. Other than that, thank you guys for being here and making me a part of your day. I hope you had a great Halloween. And as always, do know that you are welcomed right here in Alex's World. be sure you check out my interview with Crystal. It goes up, hopefully by Friday. It'll be up. But check out more content right here in Alex's World, the place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And I hope you guys have a good day. With love, I'm out of here. Peace.